What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Reacting To. My name is Jacob Restituto, and today we are at the final reaction for the Fine Line album with the song Fine Line by Harry Styles. I've been reacting to every song on the album. Very much enjoyed it. Some I liked a lot more than others, just not my style, some of them. But that's alright, because everybody's entitled to their opinion, right? But I really, so far, I think my favorite one so far, I think would have to be She. She and I think it's either Falling or Cherry, whichever one was the ballad, the really like soft ballad with just like the piano and stuff. That one was incredibly heartfelt. So those definitely would be the top. Production wise, She has been my favorite so far. But I have to hear Fine Line. That could be a favorite too. I have no idea. As always, you can leave a comment below with the hashtag Restituto if you want me to react to any of your favorite songs. Let's see what we got. Fine Line on the Fine Line album by Harry Styles. Final one, track 12. Sounds like it could be the album opener, actually. Rather than the ending song, it almost sounds like it could be the starting song. A lot of albums start with like this kind of like slow fade in, kind of just building like the ambience of the album, and then kind of kicks up. As opposed to Harry, who's putting it at the end, kind of like, he had all this stuff going on, and then now he's starting it really slow at the end. Stereo acoustic guitars, one pan right, one pan left. Not hard right and left, just kind of like slightly. I'd say you can typically pan like what's called 64 degrees right, 64 degrees left, and those degrees are fully right, fully left ear. I'd say they're probably somewhere around 30 degrees each. Also, super raw sounding, like you can hear the buzzing on the acoustics in the right ear, which is natural, but like a lot of times in high production stuff, what they would consider is like pop, high production bubblegum pop, like you don't hear any of the imperfections because they take all that out. But more so in rock and more authentic stuff, they leave it in there because they don't really care. It's a lot quieter too compared to the other songs in the album. Just like not in the sense of like mellowness, just in general volume. Like the other songs were a lot louder. Put a price on it. Ooh, back to the Bon Iver kind of sound. I don't remember which song I said had it, but one of his other songs previously had a Bon Iver sound with the layered vocals, a lot of vocals, 2 octaves down, 2 octaves up. And then just layered very, very nicely with reverb. Gives a very, very Bon Iver, like regarding stacks kind of sound. You've got my devotion. Tremendous reverb on here, long reverb tail. The reverb tail is how long the reverb sticks around for. And the bigger the room, the more reverb it is, the longer the tail. Actually, yeah, because that's how far. So the reverb works is depending on how far you are away from what's you're reverberating off of, is how long the reverb tail is. So for example, I'm in a small room here. It's like 8 by 9. So that's going to be very small natural room reverb. Whereas opposed to if I'm in like a cathedral where it's like 50 feet by 50 feet, a significantly more larger reverb. Man, I can hate you sometimes. So here's how you can tell that it's layered vocals. I'm going to rewind it right here. So this is a dramatic indiscrepancy between the vocals where they don't line up perfectly, which is natural. Like that happens, and it's not a problem. It's just I can hear the because I've been doing it for so long, and I do it myself when I layer vocals in my songs and stuff. I can tell when like there's minor, like you can tell the sibilances and stuff are off. But this is a major one, so for those that don't have trained ears like I do, you can hear this one, and this is what I'm looking for, and I can tell that there is layered vocals. Oh, I think when he said times, I'm going to rewind it a little more. Listen to the left ear and the right ear. The left ear comes in at a different time than the right ear. Hear how in the left ear is a little later? That was cool. Almost like a drone synthesizer coming in on the same pitch as his note that he just sang. So after his voice comes out, this synth comes in, kind of extending that sound.
We'll get the drinks in, so I'll get to thinking of her.
So I'm noticing that there's no lower octave. I said that there was a lower octave before, and I don't know if there was. There could have been, and he just took it out. But now it's just the same octaves, just layered vocals.
We'll be a fine line.
And as I said that, there's now a harmony.
We'll be a fine line. We'll be a fine line. We'll be a fine line. We'll be a fine
Nice synthesizer matching that kind of vintage sounding piano.
line. We'll be a fine line.
You can hear how raw it is and how similar to Bon Iver it is, in the sense of like you can even hear like the cracks in the chair, meaning like when somebody moves on the chair. I'm gonna rewind it really quick. You can hear that. Hear that right there?
Test of my patience.
They do that just because like that gives it more of like a live, authentic feel, as opposed to like this really like produced up song.
There's things that
It can, the rawness can also add to the emotion of the song too.
we'll never know. You sunshine, you temptress. My hands are a scaffold.
Nice.
Crisp trepidation. I'll try to shake this spread
Ooh, nice riff in the left ear, walking down a melody, and I think it's an electric guitar.
you open. Is the only way of knowing you.
This is a jam. I really like when vocalists can sing in their head voice and layer all these vocals and a ton of reverb. I really, really like that sound.
We'll be
Kind of ambient swelling synths going on right here.
a fine line. We'll be 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 a fine line.
Sounds like some orchestral synths are coming in.
We'll be a fine line. We'll be a fine line. We'll be a fine line.
Oh, wow.
We'll be a fine line.
Even this kind of sounds like the newer version of Bon Iver on his newer albums. Just in the sense of like his the old Bon Iver, the original Bon Iver, like the Regarding Stax Bon Iver, is like super acoustic, super like he recorded it in his like dad's a cabin out in the middle of nowhere by himself. And then now his newer stuff is a lot more electronic, so it's almost like he's doing like a transition similar to how like Bon Iver did with his career. I'm not saying that he was influenced by him or not. I'm just saying that that's the feel that I'm getting from it.
We'll be a fine line. We'll be
Kind of some sort of, it actually doesn't sound like a real, it could very well could be just the way it's processed. It sounds like a like synthesizer horn, just the way it's processed, right in the center now.
a fine line. We'll be alright. We'll be alright.
You know what? They probably are real horns. It just sounds like they're like either layered or just put through some sort of phaser. Um, and what the reason they kind of sound like they're phased is, if even if they're layered, is because when you play something or sing something the same note as a second take, it's never perfectly on the same pitch. So what happens is the pitches are slightly off from each other, creating this very distinct phase sound. Some interesting drum work here. Like the rhythm's pretty interesting. I feel like this part could be like a movie soundtrack. Really like big sounding. Nice oohs and ahs along with like multiple layers of horns going on. That's a high note. So you know what? I could have seen that as the first song of the album. That seems like an album opener to me. I'm surprised he put that as the last one. Maybe because kind of contemplative, like there's a lot of room in it, a lot of space, without like lyrics. But I do feel like that could have been like an opener, and then he could have like jammed in with like a big pump up song after the second song. Hope you guys enjoyed it. That was Fine Line by Harry Styles off the Fine Line album. Hope you guys enjoyed the whole series. I react to all 12 songs. In the description, there will be a link to all the other 11 reactions. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, you can leave a comment below with the hashtag Restituto Reacting if you want me to react to any of your favorite songs. And my name is Jake Restituto. I'll see you later. Peace out.